are we?
It's got this all.
Yo. Sup.
Welcome to the NoFo podcast, episode 188.
Jesus.
It is.
You sure we haven't lost count somewhere along the line?
Probably.
No, because fortunately Podbean actually tells me every time I upload it, so that's handy.
Oh, that's handy.
Apologies to our Podbean listeners over the last 2 weeks, because we were only alerted to the fact that Podbean for some reason hadn't actually distributed the last 2 episodes, so they are now online. They are live. They have come out.
So they weren't worth listening to because I wasn't on. So.
I
think you'll find we actually had our grossing largest audience for those 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's because they all joined us live, Andy. That was it.
I'll just bugger off then.
It's not just an audio only show.
We had low views because everyone in the US knew you was coming over there. So all the Canadons from Washington wanted to come and see you. So they all had a road trip, which was nice.
Yeah, I do actually want to say a massive hello to our international listeners, because we do have a very strong contingent of audience in the US, or there's just a lot of people in the US. And we just haven't yet fed through.
There is a lot of
we
people
haven't
in
just
the US.
fed through them all finding us accidentally and then going, "Oh, this isn't for me." So, yes, hopefully
there are a lot of people there.
There is loads. I've heard there's loads of people in America.
Yeah, a few more than over here, I think.
Yeah.
Defo.
Good evening to Harry, Kenny Rebel, Pegasus, Oscar Hyatt,
Anyway.
Classified. Les Plain, Land Nav Challenge, Danny, good evening, Roscoe, Andrew Taylor, Rage, there are 3 of them again.
3 Rages.
Will Chan, I don't think I've seen your name before. Hello, Will.
Will Chan, don't feel Sam right.
Oh, I'm going to call him Chan. Sorry, Will's boring. Chan.
Chan.
You're right, Chan. Welcome, Chan.
What if we changed it? Because obviously Will's short for William. William could be changed to Bill. Bill Chan. Sounds like a type of dried meat snack. Just got myself a bag of Bill Chan here.
And Will has
not that we're insulting you, Chan. We just love it. Been a while.
Give me some of that Bill Chan.
Oh dear. So,
how's the house?
It's
breaking news.
Is he in it? Is he in it? Is he in it?
Yeah,
is he mobile home outside the house?
I think he's in the bathroom.
I am in the. I can confirm that there is no toilet in this room, and I'm not sitting on the toilet.
Is that a body? What's under the blanket? A body?
Oh, that's the blanket is sound dampening because this room has literally nothing on the walls. It is very echoey, and I've tried my best in the 10 minutes before the show to create a better audio experience for our listeners.
I'm glad you got yourself well prepared with the week you've had since the last show to throw a blanket on the fucking floor.
I put the cabinet up.
Brilliant.
It's wonky.
You need to do it from the broom cupboard, like old Andy Peters used to do with Gordon Gopher and all that, wherever it was. Was it Andy Peters? He was in the broom cupboard, wasn't he?
What?
Oh,
what programs have you been doing?
How old are you two again?
A history lesson with Lance.
Hey.
No, that's David Attenborough. Andy
40.
Peters used to do children's TV. You must know who the fuck Andy Peters is then.
I know who Andy Peters is.
Yeah, and he used to do it from the broom cupboard.
Was it the broom cupboard?
I thought it was in the broom cupboard, yeah. Mate, come on.
I didn't realise it was a broom cupboard.
The broom cupboard. Thank you, Rage. Normally he corrects me and tells me that I'm wrong, but he actually is on board tonight.
Will says, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah. Welcome, welcome, Chan.
If you're new, mate, this will happen a lot.
Yeah. We go off on tangents, like not even little ones.
Duck, not Gordon. He was with Phil, wasn't he?
Just who?
Oh my god! Just move on.
Are you okay, Lance?
All I heard was duck.
This week we're doing a general Q&A. It's gone. This week we're doing an Airsoft MilSim Q&A. If you are new to the chat, new to the live, all we ask is that if you want to throw a question at us, please throw a little Q at the beginning. It just helps us identify in the little scrolling panel of never-ending comments that we get come through during the course of the show. If you want to comment on anything, feel free to do so as well, and we will pull those up during the episode as well. But in the meantime,
have a chat amongst yourselves as well.
Yeah, could do that.
Because sometimes that's hilarious to watch back later.
In the meantime, should we roll into a bit of news? Because there's actually quite a lot of news this week.
News.
Oh, news.
Are you ready, Lance?
I'm ready, mate. What about me?
Okay.
I pick my gun and I go pew 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 pew.
News.
JBG have launched new coffee. No. That's breaking news.
That is breaking news.
Lots going on. Lots of good news this week.
Oh
yes.
It's an everything this time.
Yes. So 2 bits of news. I'll mention the JBG boys first and foremost. So they're launching their coffee, fresh ground dark roast coffee, which I'm waiting to find out as to when it's going to be available, how much it's going to cost, and where you can get it from. But it's JBG's own brand, operator's choice, I believe. So I am excited to drink some of that because I live on coffee. So yeah, good luck, lads, and I hope the coffee is as fabulous as you all are.
See, when we heard about the potential for JBG coffee coming out, I must profess I've done a little bit of research and I need to chat to you guys about whether we want to bring out our own tea bag, because I thought NoFo teabagging would be hilarious.
I knew it.
Yes, we must bring out tea.
I knew it. I knew there was something filthy. There we go.
Talking of which, Andy, how was your trip back from the airport?
I didn't get fingered. I did ask, and they said no one's rang up, and I was like, oh,
rubbish.
Okay, fair enough. You sure you don't want to do it anyway? And they were like, no.
You never
I was
know.
like, okay. And also, I did hear about the that story as well, or the joke about the
diamond, the engagement ring.
Yes. You found it the other end.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did ask.
The
missus was not impressed. Like, genuinely, I asked. I went, has anyone rung up and complained about me? And he went, no, should they? And I went, never mind. Just carried on walking through.
But we could have done. That's the main thing.
We could have done. Although you did get the airport wrong.
Oh, okay.
What airport was it?
Well, we just rang them all. We only rang 5 of the 6. So
just put a mass broadcast out, just closing all exit and entry points into the country.
Andy, you had some news about the not Blackstone CQB, but the new shop.
Oh yes, White Sphere Tactical, who have supported us on many a adventure. And we also still have their discount code active. Are opening their first shop on this Friday up at the Huntingdon site. So if you've got nothing to do and are local, pop up and say hello. There is stuff happening, and I shall be there working away merrily.
There you go.
Yeah,
Sold it.
It's their first shop, like their first physical shop.
So it's the first shop. They've got an opening, and you're there as a meet and greet.
Hi.
That was last minute, wasn't
it? Yeah. And
Andy is bookable under andyandyandy.com.
Yeah, don't. No.
Hire me.
Hire me.
He does birthday parties and bar mitzvahs.
Hire me here. Hire me.
They've got to be over 18s only because of legal reasons.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But no. Congratulations to them for getting their first physical shop. I hope it all goes well. But yeah, I'll put a link up to their post with the address on our Facebook page. And yeah, or if you're not on Facebook, drop me a message. I'll send you the address over to them if you are bored.
Good. Well sold.
Good.
Buy their stuff. They've got cool guns.
If you're bored, come along.
And they're getting me, and they might be getting me another AK.
No, they really?
Yeah.
There's another shop that has opened up is Modern Warrior.
Yes.
Yes. But
So-
we don't have a discount code for them yet.
We don't have a
Right.
discount code with them, but we are.
Big John Davies,
Yeah.
Apocalypse Airsoft. So they've got an actual physical shop now down in Sevenoaks, Kent, which I believe is opening on. Where's the screenshot?
It's already open, apparently, isn't it? I thought it was already open.
Because it's opening on Saturday, the 26th of October.
Ooh.
Yes. And it's London Road, West Kingsdown, Sevenoaks, Kent. Be there or be square from 9 a.m. Modern Warrior. I must admit, the shop front does look rather cool. Where is it? There it is. You can see that there. It's got all the lads. There we go. Lovely. Yep. So, yeah, offer them some support. Good luck to him.
I was quite surprised by the lack of branding of Modern Warrior because, like, that opening, like, it looks cool and it's definitely a door I would go through, but it's absolutely no indication as to what's behind the door.
Well, it's got a huge.
It's got
sign
Modern
above
Warrior.
it.
Yeah, it's got
Modern
Modern
Warrior
Warrior.
Airsoft supplies above the door.
Oh, did it? Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you
I
can
was
see
too
it's like
engrossed
this-
by the picture.
It's nearly the
He's
same
like,
width as the
"Oh."
building, Mike. I don't know how
Yeah.
you could not see
Look at
that.
those
but
No,
man- Mandy
I'm
men.
sorry, I didn't see that. I was only looking at the banner below. Oh, it's because us troglodytes, we just walk along looking at the ground and then we see
Just,
something
yeah.
like vaguely
dragging his-
shiny, like a foot
dragging
up
his
off the ground. You
knuckles.
go, ooh.
Yeah.
What's that?
So,
Okay, that's it for news.
yeah. I think it is,
I got
maybe.
one more bit. I don't know if many people saw it, but there is. I apologize if I abuse this name. Slav, SLAF, Slav
What?
Webster, who has been doing some testing on iPro. And he's posted a couple of results on the UK Airsoft Community 2.0 or whatever it is. Go check out his Instagram, hyenas_tac_stands, which is their profile. He's done some really good testing on there, and it just goes to show that cheap glasses do not work. But yeah, he's done some good testing. Definitely give him a shout out for doing something that many people don't actually get a chance to do, which is test the glasses that they buy.
But cheap
Well,
flights are really good.
Cheap flights are good.
the,
Cheap goggles are shit. Cheap flights are good.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one
That's
on
all
the
we can-
whole
that's all we
testing
can say.
iPro.
That's the
though, isn't
message.
it? Because with testing iPro, though, the number of people that there's this kind of thing where they go, "Oh yeah, well I've shot my iPro with a sniper rifle that's 6,000 FPS from point blank," and you're like, "Well, first off, you shouldn't have the sniper rifle, but second off, if you've shot it with that, you probably now shouldn't use that iPro."
Yeah, this is what I
As
mean. You've got to
iPro.
buy 2 sets of goggles, haven't you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Danger.
It's the same with like hard hats. Yeah, I actually jumped off a building with my hard hat on, saved my life. So it's a great way of testing a hard hat.
Yeah.
Kudos to the hard hat.
Yeah.
There was a whole
Yeah, I'll
there was a
walk with
whole
a limp,
spiel
but-
on there's a whole spiel on sorry, I am trying to fix my camera at the same time. It's being very slow. There was a whole spiel on what you need to consider when buying eye protection. There are British standards, there are Eurocode standards, and there is the American, don't know what the name of the standard is, but there is the ANZ system, which are very specific in terms of what the ballistic ratings of iPro and the like are. Highly recommend that if you are looking into getting some decent iPro, which it should be, as a default, I think anybody starting off, you don't have to spend a fortune on that, and it's a very fundamental thing. So go and check it out. We will have some more information on our website at some point about it.
Yes.
Once I've
When life is not busy.
yes.
I've got some more breaking news. It's
Ooh,
just come
lots
in
of
hot
breaking news.
off the press. This is. Can we have a look? In your own time, Mike.
Yeah. Sorry, my computer's slow. There we go.
Hey.
Hopefully, JBG Coffee is dropping Friday, 1800 hours. So just keep your eye on their socials for that.
It's all happening Friday.
It's all happening Friday, man. Holy shit,
It's all
balls.
happening Friday.
Yes. Let's do it.
Is it? Have either of you tried it yet?
What?
The coffee? I wasn't
No,
quite
because
sure.
it's not been released yet. It's coming out Friday.
No, I wasn't sure if they're.
And I don't drink coffee.
Yeah. So Andy's opinion is bullshit.
Yeah. Their coffee tastes brilliant from my understanding.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't
nothing to
drink coffee
compare it
either,
to.
so I'm probably not going to be much use on that one either.
All right. Well.
But that's
Well,
why
I
I was
love it.
wondering. What I was going to ask is, oh, for goodness sake,
Why do you keep changing
I
colours?
don't know.
Are you in? Sorry, Mike. Are you in traffic?
He's in a disco.
I'm really struggling with it.
Someone
I
just
haven't
touched the
used
brake.
this
Someone
computer.
just brake checked him, then indicated left.
The question I was trying to ask is, I don't personally drink coffee, and I was trying to establish, is it a good coffee? I don't know much about coffee.
It's a Colombian
and-
dark, fresh ground coffee. So I'm presuming. Now I know presumption is the mother of all fuck ups, but I hope it's good. It certainly looks good. I looked at the.
I know of
branding.
a few of them. They quite like their coffees, so
Yes.
I would say that it is probably pretty good.
Will there be beans too? I hope there is beans because I do like to grind the bean. Coffee,
And that,
Mike.
children,
Coffee.
That is
And
how
that-
kids are born.
And that is the end of the fucking news because these two are disgusting. There we go. Back in the woods with you, beast.
Pew, 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 pew.
End of news. So tonight's show we're gonna be. That's right. Tonight's show we're gonna be doing our Q&A. We've already had a question in, which has come from Marky Mark.
Hello, Marky Mark.
asks, Andy, what's the rough timescale for Blackstone opening?
It will be probably within the first 2 weeks of November. The test games will be on soon, end of October. And then after that, there'll be some changes, or hopefully there won't be any. And then
They're going to have to rip down one side of it and rebuild it, but it's fine because Andy will have that done in the day.
Yeah. Right, fine.
But yeah, as far as I understand, they managed to survive without me for 2 weeks, and they did very well. So kudos to the team that were on there.
Andy, question: did they
yes.
get more done when you weren't there, or when you were?
No, they got more done because it's woodwork now, not brickwork. So, but yes, I shall say the bridges are up, the prison is built, and so is the post office.
Oh, that's the three main things. That's all you need.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's all we
We're
need.
sorted. Post office, bridge, prison.
Bridges.
Rob the post office, run over the bridge, get in the prison.
Yep.
I'll tell
It's
you
looking
from
good.
that description.
Now that is a battle
From
plan.
From that description, if anyone has ever had a child go to one of these little street type things, you could like.
Oh, what they
run
could
a sideline. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
at the weekend it's airsoft, and then during the week it's just like little kids running around, and then they accidentally get the bookings confused. And
Turns
then-
into a soft play. No, I couldn't pay if it turned it. If like midweek, it was a soft play centre, just stinking of fucking sick and feet. Ugh. No thanks. I can't. I hate soft plays. I think it should all be shut down. God awful, disease breeding fucking centres of.
Oh, but man,
destruction
can you imagine playing airsoft at a soft play? That'd be amazing.
No, fuck that. No, awful. Just awful. Bits of old sand.
Brand new, brand new.
Brand
Where
new soft
like
play.
they hadn't been in there yet.
Yeah, where
then,
kids
yeah,
are.
I'll be down for
Soft play where kids are banned from. That's what it needs.
Yeah.
Adult soft play.
Yeah, yeah, but even the adult ones, it's the kids ones during the day, and then the adults ones,
Yeah.
no, it needs to be.
The one that I
for
always
adults.
thought was what would be a quite cool one would be Go Ape in an old Go Ape site.
What, like swinging from the trees?
Yeah.
I don't. Are you having
No, so you
everyone-
can play on the ground
just-
and
No, but you can't have
No,
people play on the
no.
ground and people in the aerial
You can't
because you just have
you
somebody
couldn't
like,
trust airsofters to do that. Some airsofters can barely walk through the gates of a fucking game zone, let alone swing through the trees safely. Seriously, it's airsofters we're dealing with. Bubba, Bubba,
Right. So it was my birthday.
Hang on 2 seconds.
Namaste, Mike. Namaste.
He's put Pegasus is there. There was an adult soft play in Wales. I don't.
Yeah, that's a different type of soft play.
Yeah, that's a different soft play, mate.
Bendy Derek. Bendy Derek. Excellent.
Bendy Derek. Right. So it was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Mike.
Yesterday. It was my birthday yesterday. Thank you very much.
Birthday for yesterday.
Give yourself
Got
a
your
little fanfare.
Got you a present.
Oh.
Got you a strip of land nav stickers, but I have nicked one.
Oh, thanks.
It's all right.
I've lost my land nav stickers. I don't know where they went.
That's why I gave you.
Land nav
that's why I've
challenge.
given you a strip.
Land nav challenge gave me some stickers when I last saw him, and then I have for the life of me no idea where they now are. So land nav, I need some stickers.
Come on, Florida man, sort me out.
Right. So there was a couple little presents that I received that I was very humble to receive, and wanted to kind of show off a little bit. So there was the Highlander hand warmer, which we talked about on the show
broke again.
the last couple of weeks.
Twinning.
Broken. It's just come out. Yay! Did you wrap yours in scapper tape, or have you just got the original kind of out?
I just don't know why mine's because I've got green screen on.
So yeah, really looking forward to using that. They are, if you're interested, they're not very expensive, basically. So this was a present from me to clarify. This is not a present I received from somebody else. This is just a present that I got
Look,
for
you
myself.
can use that. You can use the soot from it to do like American football.
Oh yeah, look at you.
He's good. Have you got work tonight?
Yeah.
You're going to forget about that.
I would have forgotten about this and just go, oh, lads.
He's up the chimneys though, Andy, so he'll be fine.
Oh, blimey!
He's
a fucking chimney sweep, Mary Poppins. What a bastard.
Another thing that was received this week was something I actually ordered a little while ago. It was something we did briefly mention on the show about the world's largest. Well, we always have a joke on this show about searchlights and the like, and they do actually make this head torch, which I thought was just hilarious. I mean, Andy and I were talking about it before the show. It does make you look like the front of a truck. 50,000 lumens, it reckons. So there you go.
Yeah, Jesus.
Fuck. Does that get hot?
Haven't had it run long enough to get hot yet. Mostly plastic. If it does get that hot, it's probably just going to melt. So all catch fire.
Drip down your face. Where did you get that from? Temu or something? Or
eBay.
eBay's your friend.
It was £9.
Are you sure that's not
explode in your head?
Yeah.
You sure that's not for cars? No, it's not for cars. It comes with a head strap. I mean, unless that's to go on the car, I don't know. But anyway,
what batteries does it take?
It's rechargeable.
Oh Jesus!
That's a lithium-ion battery in there.
Then.
Yeah,
what's
fuck
in
that.
It.
Not for £8.
This runs off a little USB C, not USB C. Sorry, USB Mini. It is the micro or whatever it is. So yeah,
it's a bold look, mate.
There we go.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
And next week it would just be me and Lance.
Yes. No, I'll be here as well. I'll just have this massive burn across the top of my forehead. One thing I did want to talk about was these. So these are the Dry Shore Extremes. Now, I will premise this conversation with the basis that they have a rather unusual shape. Okay, but basically,
here we go. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Always, every time.
These basically comprise of a internal bag, which if I can get that out to show you.
I bet they do.
Yeah, I think they'll have to.
Yeah.
Well, the bag weirdly actually looks a lot worse when you get that out. So it's
I've seen that. I've seen that on TV shows.
Can I just ask, what the fuck is that?
This,
other than a limp alien cock.
Yeah.
No, so this is basically a bag of desiccant. So this absorbs moisture, right? And then you put it in the outer casing, and the idea is that you basically leave these in your wet boots, and they will dry your boots in 6 hours. Apparently, which is quite a long time. I won't lie. That's not like, yeah.
Did they have any? Was there any other shapes available?
Yeah.
Or was it? Or they all just cock
Or
shaped?
colours.
They're all
Colours. I'm glad you didn't go for pink.
Yeah.
Purple.
But basically, these go in your boots, and they are a passive. They are a passive drying system, so you don't have any electric or anything like that. They are literally you just slide.
Can you stop waving it around?
you just whoop it in there.
Yeah,
you just whoop it in there.
And YouTube is now banned it.
And is this a gift you bought yourself as well?
No, I received this as a present from my sister and brother-in-law, actually.
That's weird.
So, yes, thank you very much.
Does it come as a pair?
I wish list. They do come as a pair. There are two.
Oh, great.
I just didn't get both out.
At least me and Andy ain't going to get bored then. You know when you got two guys? Two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, within 6 hours, they apparently dry your boots. They suck the moisture out. It apparently helps deodorize. It works for both.
Well, there's only one way to find out, mate.
Yeah,
I will. I'll be trying them out.
Piss on your boots, and
well, yeah, I don't say it's got to piss in them. You just get them wet, couldn't you? Just put them outside.
I mean, but there's a.
You could wee in them, I suppose.
Each to their own, Andy.
You absolutely could. Mark wants to piss in a hot water bottle rather than filling up with warm water. But there we go. You know? Each to their own, like we say. We're not here to judge. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, just crack on. But anyway, that was a few little purchases that I was gifts purchases.
Well, many happy returns for your birthday, and I hope you enjoy your gifts.
Birthday. Your gift will be tomorrow.
As extraterrestrial, sexually orientated as some of them are.
Right, Andy, I know that you bought something, and I was hoping that you were going to share it. Well, not share it, but you were going to at least talk about it.
So I didn't buy anything.
Lance doesn't know about this.
I was just more secrets you kept from me.
No, it's just.
So I did not buy anything. So as everyone knows, I went to the States for a couple of days.
Did you really?
And I did.
Ooh.
And I dragged around a bag of DPM.
All
week, for 2 weeks, because apparently where we went, there was no army surplus stores. And on the second to last day, I managed to find one. Went in there. I had 2 smocks, 2 trousers, and 2 combat shirts. Are they combat shirts? Yeah, combat shirts. About 105 quid I spent in the UK. Walked in there, opened up the case, and I went, "Do you want these?" And the bloke almost creamed and said, "Yes, please. I will take the lot." And he went, "Store credit, okay?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
How much?
If you must.
Yeah. So I went. I said, "I'll wander around and I'll see what deals we can come up with." And they had a tent there. They had a tent. They had the 2-man diamond. What was it? Diamond.
Well, the USMC.
It's the diamond.
Yeah, the
diamond brand USMC tent.
And he had 2 shitting up on the shelf, and I went, "Ooh!" And then he had the single man one as well, and I went, "Okay." So I put one of those on the desk, and then I had a little wander around, and I found some gifts for these 2. And then I found also as well, which is rather exciting, their current issue bivvy bag.
Oh fuck!
Which is phenomenal. Well. Zip up and button, and it's got a fleece line bottom, and it's really thin. And I was like, "I'll take that as well, thank you very much." And he went, "Okay."
Well, and you got all that.
I got all of that for a couple of bits of DPM.
Shit, man!
And I was like, "Thank you."
Did you get the 2-man, or did you get the 2-man or the 1-man tent?
I got the 2-man.
Fair play, nice.
Because he wanted the same price for the 1-man and the 2-man. And I said to him, "Have I got enough to get the 1-man tent and the 2-man tent?" And he went, "Oh, if that's what you really want." And I was like, "Oh, I'll get it back." And then I was like, "Shit, I've actually got to get this stuff back to the UK, and my suitcase is already packed." So
I mean, the thing with the 2-man tents are obviously designed to be shared. So they're fine in a Bergen if you've got 2 people sharing them, because ultimately that's what they're designed to do.
But it came with all pegs.
Oh, you lucky bastard!
It came with like the proper curly whirly pegs that they issue with them. It was all new, sealed in bag. Yeah. And I was like, "Yes, please, I'll have that." And that was the first thing I picked up.
That's really good because this you can say for the fact that you haven't got some grunt just pulling his pudding around in the tent for like the last.
Literally brand spanking. And I was proper chuffed with that little
just
deal.
a shout out to our US audience. If anybody wants to, strike up some sort of deal, perhaps where we could get some of these things shipped over to us, that'd be
Do you know how
amazing.
expensive it is to send clothes to the US?
Yeah.
It's fucking.
I know.
That is why
I wanted to send
took
some stuff to Randy, and I looked it up, and I was like, "Mate, I like you, but not that much."
That's why I took it over. I was like, "Yep, that'll do me. Thank you very much." And it was more of a test. So I would highly recommend if you're going to the States, make sure that you have a half-empty suitcase with some DPM stuff in it.
I'll be going with a DPM Bergen full of DPM kit and selling a lot. Buy myself some Louis Vuitton luggage and filling that fucker up and bringing it back.
Absolutely loads of Russian stuff.
What on sale out there?
On sale out there.
Blimey.
He did have one of your bivvy bags, but he wanted a lot for that. And I was like, that's all.
I have a contact if you want a Ratnik. If you want a Ratnik bivvy, I'll have a chat with you after the show.
I want to try this. I want to try this US one.
That needs to be. Why is the tent not up in the garden now? Why aren't you sleeping in it tonight?
Because I'm because
no
reason.
I have a
Just lazy. I've got a bed.
Set it up on the bed. See if the missus goes mad.
And she will. There's no.
Still do it.
I mean, they are freestanding tents, so you can literally put it up anywhere you want and move it about.
Please set it up on the bed and just put all the duvet in there. Just leave the doors open. Hilarious.
Also, did you know that the tent is designed to fit their one of their one of their fold out beds. Their new one.
Is it really?
The cot bed.
Didn't know that.
It will fit one cot bed. The bloke was talking to it.
Look at the jealousy in his face. Look at it.
It's not jealousy. It's just I'm now going to have to add that to my wish list.
Yeah.
Out of interest, Andy, where did you go in the US?
So we flew into Vegas and then traveled through Arizona, Utah, and then up to Colorado.
Awesome.
And then flew out through Denver and we did some hikes, did some river hikes, up some water, like literal like rivers,
with your
up
stick?
to my chest with my stick, me Gandalf stick.
Yeah, gotta have that.
And then we got to 10,300 feet above sea level on a hike. That was something else. That was.
Yeah, as I say,
I haven't been out of breath.
Was a bit thin. Yeah.
It does. It generally. Charlotte had a nosebleed, like literally, like it just started.
Was that from the air being thin, or were you hit her with a stick?
Yeah. I didn't have the stick the whole time. I had to give the stick back, which was really annoying.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know how I'll get that on as hand luggage.
Yeah, hand luggage says, "This is my star."
Yeah.
It's actually an emotional support stick, so
yeah,
you can't take it off me legally.
Yeah.
No, I was just, funnily enough, I was just looking up to see the cheapest flights that we could get to the US with a return. I'm thinking that we all pitch in, we just send one person over there with a whole load of DPM, like just bags of it, a whole load of DPM, and we just bring back everything.
So, yeah, this place, this army surplus.
At a certain point, we get stopped for import duties and taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
You're setting up a shop.
This one was the only, this was the only one that I managed to find, and it was just outside of Denver, so it was quite pricey. But I feel like I could have got a lot more for about 105 quid's worth of DPM. I probably got about 200, well, including tax, $300 worth of kit.
That's what I mean. This is something.
No.
We need to have some sort of patsy that we can send out and then start.
Okay.
We need to basically get a mule for muling DPM to the US.
Fill him with DPM.
The worst traffickers ever.
A DPMM, a disruptive pattern material mule.
Yeah, DPM.
And we with our contacts in the US, we just have handlers over there.
Yeah, get stopped by customs. Like, what's in the bag? Blouses.
Yeah.
Blouses and trousers.
Velcro patches.
Velcro patches. I'm sorry.
If we do it right, if we do it
And-
right, then you
and
don't
Mike
even have to
made me
leave
bring-
the airport.
Mike made me bring one of these boot dryers in my bum.
This is when you start smiling when you go over turbulence. Yeah.
And I'm so dehydrated now.
Okay, it's one way to deal with crack sweat, isn't it?
Oh,
God. Oh, as long as you don't forget which one it is and put it around your neck.
oh God.
Oh, very silly.
Oh.
Very silly.
Right,
Right, are we going to answer a question this evening or not?
Yeah, Mark Prescott. So, lads, a thing I like to do with my mates is perfect 3-car garage. So, to you, I say, if at a MilSim, so real cap mags, what's your perfect weapon loadout? No M4s or 1911s?
What's your
I'll be honest with you, I don't get the
loadout?
first bit of that sentence, but I get the understanding of the second bit. What's the
I don't get the
perfect
second bit.
3-car
What's
garage?
your perfect weapon loadout? But you can't use M4s or 1911s. But if they're my perfect weapon loadout, what do I do?
Yeah. Fists.
Fisticuffs.
Right,
Well, if I can't use an M4,
what would be an AK? Oh no, M249. There you go.
I'd go.
Yeah, but if you go real cap on an M249, you don't actually have that much ammunition, do you? You're not running around with 1,200 rounds per se.
I would go old school. Well, I say old schoolish, and I would say Black Hawk Down, M14 SOCOM, and M92 Beretta.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I do miss my M14. I do really miss that M14, and I regret taking it apart and it exploded in my face, and then not being able to put it back together, and then selling it in a carrier bag at a car boot sale for pennies because I couldn't do it because I don't have the brain matter to do that. So, yes, I do regret.
I'm going MP9. That's blowback MP9. Just I love mine as it is at the moment. It's obviously not the best necessarily for long range stuff, but some CQB bits and pieces you can get proper sneaky. You can get in all tight corners, and it's just fun basically.
Does a Rattler count as an M4? Like it
M4
uses the
platform,
mag,
isn't it? And the lower and
Yeah.
upper receiver.
the lower receiver,
And the stock.
the lower.
Front,
No, the stock isn't.
the rear stock's not. The
Yeah, but
front.
you can get the rear stocks on M4s, can't you?
Wow.
Well,
But I mean, to be fair, you could bang an M4 mag and a 249, can't you? Let's be honest.
yeah.
So if that's the case, you can't use that either.
We need specifics, Mark.
I feel a Rattler looks
Mark,
a
you're
lot
not being very
closer to an
specific,
M4
sir.
than an M249.
All right.
The AK's a
Okay.
good shout.
Well, yeah, it'd be an AK and probably
Rattler is a
Glock.
piston gun, M4 is a gas impingement. Impingement?
impingement.
Impingement. Rattler is a piston gun, M4 is a gas impingement.
All right. Well, I'll have a Rattler. Then.
Statement from Gavin there. ...
Thank you, Gavin.
I like Gavin.
Gavin.
I love Gavin.
Damn it.
Gavin, thank you. Rattler for me then, and a
Yeah.
Glock. If I'm not allowed a 911, I'll have a Glock.
Well, at least we've all chose different things. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Hope that's answered your question.
There you go.
That was a good question.
I like that.
I like that.
Just
haven't had any
regarding the NoFo trip to the US with the DPM smuggling, Pegasus says if you're paying for flights, I'll go. Rage says, go on then, I'll go on an all-expensive paid trip to the US for you just because I'm willing to sacrifice for you.
Thank you, Rage.
And Pegasus has topped it. He's already got a MilSim connection out there. So
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
Randy.
yeah.
We all know him.
it's just Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't use that. You can't use that.
See,
Reckon-
I don't think people are really appreciating that we're not paying you to be there for like a week. We're paying you to go to the airport, meet
Stay at
someone
the
outside the
airport.
airport,
Yeah.
swap bags, and then come
Offload
back
some
again.
contraband and come
Yeah, yeah.
back. Literally, you're going to be in the US for about 20 minutes.
With DPM. you're
You've seen the film Terminal. You're going to be stuck in the terminal. That's it.
Yeah, we'll send you over there once you transfer the money.
Standing there in DPM because we've got to make sure
Yeah,
we get
flying
the
back
maximum amount.
completely naked.
Yeah.
Where's all your clothes? I sold them at the airport.
To
Help
Randy.
me. Help me to Randy. To a
Gavin
guy called
says there's no-
Randy.
That's what he told me his name was.
Yeah.
Gavin says, so no love for a Scar L.
I've never liked the scars, really.
No.
Never been a fan of scars. Ugg boot gun.
I just find them quite big, personally.
They are.
Like,
I'll tell you what, the one thing that surprised me, and I was having a word with our mate Ryan James Ryan about this, was as some of you may know,
you're asleep?
no, well, no, I do that when I'm awake.
Yeah, but it's not surprising because you know it's coming.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it is. Yeah. I had the opportunity to fire some real steel, and I am surprised that how slow the full auto on an AK is. It's quite like the movies and everything make it seem, and TV shows.
oh, but they never reload in movies, Andy. Like,
No, but it's quite a
That's because
slow.
they're on high caps like you, Mike, in the movies.
oh.
Yeah. It's quite a slow, repetitive plug. Like that runs faster than what a real one does. So I need to sort that out. I want to slow it down. I need to work out how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So all these people that
apparently 650 rounds a minute.
a what?
Reckons it's a cyclic 650 rounds a minute or a practical 100 rounds a minute. I don't know the difference between cyclic and practical on that particular bit, but yeah.
Cyclic. But yeah, I was surprised.
What was your favourite gun to shoot? I've already read his comment. I've already read it.
Yeah. The M249.
Yeah,
Not the Vulcan.
So I described this to someone earlier. Basically, the M249 is basically having sex with my wife.
I'm trying to picture it.
It lasts a little bit longer. You know what you know what you're doing, and it's
She's
nice.
belt fed.
The Vulcan is basically 30 seconds with like Taylor
Got
Swift.
to deploy the bipod.
You just go, oh, with Taylor Swift.
Full mags.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was over too quick.
You get the power version. You got.
Are we talking about the wife or the Taylor Swift gun?
Taylor Swift gun.
Ah, right. I'm glad you got that cleared up.
So where does like a Glock sit on that scale? Because I'm just interested by the scale now.
What?
Well,
What,
if the 249 is your missus,
well, shooting a Glock's like quick one
Dance.
in the porty potty at a MilSim.
I have you know, sir, I've never been compared.
I'm
to
at least an AK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Glock is like sort yourself out.
Yeah.
Meh.
It'll do.
Yeah, I know what I want, and that's what I need. That's it. Job done.
The
That's
question
good,
from
yeah.
Les. Andy, before you went to the US, did you not do any homework on surplus shops where you were going?
No.
There we go.
Fucking hell. What kind of question is that?
Hence why I carried a bag around with me for 2 weeks full of old shitty British combat gear.
Yeah.
Did you make him smell it when you took it in the shop? Oh, the surplus.
No, I should have done. I should have opened it up and gone sniff this.
Yeah. You want to give me $4,000?
I was really disappointed that the tent was brand new, though.
Really?
I'll swap mine if you want.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
But there's
Not
a
that
different.
disappointed then.
No. There's a different smell between British.
Did you smell
surplus
it?
shop.
Did you smell any US Army surplus, Scooch?
Oh, you could smell it
Yeah,
when
it's
you
the smell
walked
of
in.
freedom.
No, it's the
Fuck
smell
off.
of something.
It's
and it
the
ain't
smell of
freedom.
eagle claw and freedom.
Yeah.
America
There
on
is
free.
there's definitely a different smell.
Did you high five when you left?
Ours.
How did you part ways? What was said?
I went. I've got to catch my flight in 15 minutes. I think he did that. He was very excited. He was a very excited gentleman when I opened the bag.
Did you talk to him about airsoft at all?
Did you say he was an airsofter?
No, see, I found this when I went over there, and I know I've talked about this on the show before, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of love for airsoft within sort of military surplus shops.
Did the guy look like a veteran? Was he stacked?
Yeah, like proper.
Yeah.
No, like fat, wearing his Gulf War veterans cap.
Oh fuck yeah.
He was like,
he would have eaten you alive if you told him.
Yeah, you rock up going, I play airsoft. I like dressing up as a soldier.
Oh no, it would have gone two ways. I reckon it'd have been like, get the fuck out of my shop, or what the fuck is he?
Leave for DPM.
Yeah, I would have been like, I've just been mugged.
Or do you want to come into my basement and look at my well I've just made?
I have traditional water torture advice.
Put the puppy in the basket.
No, he was actually very nice.
Good stuff. What's the name of the shop? Let's advertise the shop. What's the name of the store?
It was
Military Surplus USA.
Army Navy Surplus.
Army Navy Surplus of America.
In Denver, I think it was.
It's a big shop.
Just outside it, yeah.
Okay. Well,
cool.
If you want some DPM and you're in the US, then
go there.
Army Navy Surplus in Denver has got you covered.
They've got 2 smocks. Well, they did have 2 smocks, 2 trousers, and 2 combat shirts.
I reckon he's kept
in a 38.
I don't even think they made the shelves. They're on eBay now, on US eBay for fucking thousands. That's what they are. And they're all 2-2 SAS X Special Forces kit. That's what they are. That's what they are.
Andy, did you see any Desert Tiger Stripe while you were in the
shop? Literally. That was one thing that I was searching for, because I want to set a nice, decent set of Tiger Stripe and Desert Tiger Stripe. And I was walking around and I asked the bloke, I said, "You got any Tiger Stripe?" He went, "Only the shorts." And I was like, "All right, let me go and have a look at shorts." Wandered over. Small. I was like, "Great, I can fit my leg in that." It's like, but no, hardly any Tiger Stripe in there.
Are you a fan of Tiger Stripe, Lance? I don't think you were there for the conversation we had.
I think you missed that one.
Yeah, I suppose it's all right. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go for it. I bought some original, like some normal old school Vietnam Tiger Stripe, like the original, like the OD green and blacks. But yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good stuff. I don't mind it. I wouldn't choose it myself, but it's cool. It looks cool. It's very nice. Very nice. What?
You've got a different hat on as well, Andy.
I have. I've got this as well.
Has he gone off? Is he gone off Tiger Stripe now? What's his
No, it's up there. I just wanted my Tiger Stripe is there.
What's been said? Come on, you're being secretive.
I personally, I'm not a fan of Tiger Stripe myself.
We had a whole discussion about it. About different types of camos.
I think I remember that. Was that because you had your flat cap on, didn't you?
I did have my flat cap on.
Yeah. That went down like a burning spit.
We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, it's a bit frosty in here now.
We don't talk much.
Good grief! Yeah, the frost
although I have to
set
admit,
over the forest already.
I have to admit, I did. I have messaged him like 15 times, and he hasn't. It was only yesterday that he replied.
Just keep getting pictures of his arsehole back at you.
No, I just keep getting
in Tiger Stripe
delivered. I even offered
Tiger Stripe with a red line through it. No Tiger Stripe.
I even offered to come round his house tomorrow after some training and put some stuff up for him with drills and hammers and things. And he went,
"Yes, no. I'm packing for the weekend." I said, "I would love to, but unfortunately, I'm packing for the weekend."
How is me drilling and fitting things for you going to get in the way of you packing?
Have you unpacked the house yet? Is it fully unpacked?
Absolutely not. We literally had a full Pantechnicon, big old van lorry thing, deliver all of our stuff, and then because we put a load of bits and pieces all into a store just to try and make it a bit easier for the move. Literally the following week, we then had to rent a van and then go and get the rest of it from the store. And I am adamant. My neighbours are like, "Oh my god, how much stuff have they got?"
Have you met your neighbours yet? Have they brought you around like a castle or anything?
I have met neighbours. I have gone around with boxes of Quality Street chocolates because, puns.
No rations.
No, I thought I'll ease them into that. I don't want to start building my local community defence force too quickly.
Yeah, my little preppers group.
Scope them out. Yeah, Just scope them
Did
out
you not?
first, work
Have you
out
not told
who are
them
the
that?
weaklings, who are the ones that I can scavenge supplies from.
Have you shown everyone the aerial view of your house? That'll be shared.
No, funnily enough, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't knock on your neighbour's house and go, "I own guns. Here, have some Quality Street. Bye."
Well, actually, I did have a very interesting conversation with the movers because of what they were moving. There was a lot of very awkward.
Hello. Do you mind if I erect a watchtower?
Sorry, there is a funny joke there which is not suitable for the show, but I will mention it to the team. But basically, it turns out that a couple of them are into sort of practical shooting.
That's where he got his.
Question regarding your neighbourhood. Any pampas grass anywhere in the front gardens?
Not that I've seen. No. I
that,
did keep an eye out. No pampas, no pineapples.
I know what gift I'm getting you for the front of your house.
We just plant it and not tell him.
Yeah.
I don't actually have any front garden because the people previously just paved over everything. So I just have a very large driveway.
That's right.
That makes it easy. We can just take out a square section.
Yeah, saves you using the mower. Well, I suppose.
Yeah.
Respect.
I've completely forgotten the conversation now. So, I was talking to the removals men, and I was like, I took them all into the back of the truck, and I was like, "Yeah, look at this." So I've got to show them.
What? Really?
Like, showed him his boot dryers.
They're like, "Oh, this is amazing!" So we may have some extra listeners coming in the not too distant future. So, in fact, if you did move my stuff into my house, thank you very much. And if you did
move my stuff in, I'd like to reiterate they are for drying your boots out. Even the pink one that vibrates.
Do you know what? I knew full well
shaking the mud off your boot.
It's gonna be another sitting mat. I guarantee you.
Oh dear.
I just like the way
Whoa!
Someone mentioned it a second ago that where is it? I'll find it. I'll be back. Someone said that newspapers do exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I think that was Harry. Said don't newspapers also dry your boots out in 6 hours.
Yeah, but you've got to have dry newspapers. That's the thing.
But they've got to be cuck-shaped newspapers. Damn it! You got to buy the Daily Cuck.
Yeah. Oh God. Marky Mark says, Andy, my mate James has just ordered a set of Desert Dogs Tiger Stripe Gen 3s from Roman, 230-ish quid, top and bottom.
That's not bad.
Nice.
Are they the custom made ones?
Yeah. Roman's
Roman from Ukraine, isn't it?
Plain.
Yeah.
Lad.
Oh, slight update. I have been talking to some companies about the NoFo Schmarg.
Wonderful.
Ah.
And then what they said, fuck off, or
yeah. Who are you? What do you want?
Why are you messaging me? This is a bakery. What's going on?
Yeah, he's had replies, but
yeah, just get back. What is a schmarg? Is it a rice dish?
Is that number 2?
This is the owner of the local Greg's. I don't know.
Does that come with sweet and sour sauce or?
Yeah. So yeah, basically, we may have a go on the schmargs. So I'm working on it. So yes.
We said this about the hoodies and the t-shirts and the tea towels and other stuff as well. So.
On the subject of material,
so it turns out they can make tea towels as well. Because as it turns out, not much difference between a schmarg and a tea towel. Sorry,
told you.
They're probably the same thing.
Just some tassels, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That means tassels in international sign language.
Tassels go that way.
tassels are that, isn't
Well,
they?
it depends what you're doing with it, I suppose.
That's a dead tassel. That's a dead one of them.
Yeah. That's something else, Mike. That's. Oh yes, Lance has a purchase. We're so old.
This is my hot water bottle, and it is like a little sleeping bag. But I am going to get a Sharpie pen and just draw little eyes. Ah!
Is it green? Oh, there you go. So is this the one that you piss in, or the one that you don't piss in?
It is a hot water bottle. No, I'm gonna see first of all if Harry's wrong and if it is safe to drink from.
Harry in the last show, Andy said, They
isn't
don't
food safe
use
plastic.
food safe rubbers. And Lance was like, "Well, that's a challenge."
Yeah, challenge accepted. So yeah, I bought my little NGT hot water bottle, $8.99 off Amazon. So there we go. That's the NGT one, mate.
He's gonna roll over in the night. You'll hear her.
And then it'll be, yeah, Mike, you can have your boot dryer back. There's a little. Oh, there it is. So yeah, that's my little NGT hot water ball. I am excited to use it. It could turn into a piss pot. I don't know. But yeah,
it could be the communal piss pot because you might not be able to fill one up.
It's been in my Amazon basket for about like 18 months. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just gonna fucking buy it. I'm just gonna fucking buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna buy it, and there we go. And I reckon that would fit into a smock lower pocket as well. Keep you warm. And one more purchase, which is sort of more work related. But I did buy a sight torch, which fits onto my drill batteries. There it is.
Because he's a proper tradesman and has to walk.
I have to walk now.
Little carabiner type handle. But yeah, so it fit any.
That's cool, Lance. I like that.
Yeah, again.
Is that the one with the USB charger on it?
No, do you know what? It hasn't got a USB charger on it. I sort of debated getting one, but for the amount of time I'm going to be at work using it, I just thought, I've got a power bank, so I just purely want it as a torch. A little sight light I can set up at my tool bag, illuminate me. It's really hot. Right, fuck. And then, there's my little purchases from Amazon.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested.
I'll buy you a head strap so you can look like Mike.
I don't know. That's very weighty, mate, to go on a head.
Yeah,
but more weighty than the old trucker.
There's not much difference between that and.
Yeah, but I mean,
I was debating because it's only like £9 getting a second one and then having them dual wielding, like, and they're just walking along like.
Just fucking buy 4.
Yeah. See how many you can get around.
360 illumination. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Les says, "What's happened to the Q&A?" Basically, if you've got any questions, you want to throw them in. We've got.
It's because we're all back together. We haven't been together.
Yeah, we haven't all been together for a while. It's nice to all get together and.
I mean, it's like, to be honest, it started to go downhill when Mike got the boot warmers out, didn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, like as soon as that brought out, like who thought that the conversation was going to go any other way?
And he's trying to be serious about it, and he's taken the internal part out, and he's just flopping it from left to right.
Yeah.
So he knows damn well what he's doing.
I was showing you science.
Science.
Is that what you say? Is it?
Yes.
Can I show you some science?
Mike's OnlyFans account will be open soon.
OnlyFans is really hard to get set up. I have tried to set us up at OnlyFans before.
I'll have no part of it.
Be an amusing thing.
I have no part of that. Well, I might have a little part in it.
He'll be the fluffer.
Yeah. I'll be the narrator.
The narrator. Mike.
Els Gardening and Maintenance. Andy, what happened to the back Instagram?
Oh, yes.
Oh, the hack.
I didn't get hacked. I got cloned.
You and Marky Mark seem to be getting cloned an awful lot recently.
Was it Ross? Was it Ross just running around pretending to be you in the digital world as well as the real world?
Ross the bastard.
So it was brought to my attention literally the day that I landed that someone had decided to clone my account. So I sent them a message saying, "I see you. What are you doing?" And then some other people said, "Are you in need of money?" And I went, "Well, yeah, always, but
yeah, absolutely, yes."
I was like, "But why'd you ask?" And they were like, "Did you message me on Insta asking me for money?" And I was like, "Definitely not." So that genuinely, that pissed me off. Some dirty waste of oxygen scumbag prick is trying to get money off of people that are following me using my image to get money. Now, I just want to say to everyone, I will not ask people for money. Definitely not over Insta, and not for my elderly aunt.
Sorry, Lance, you look like you're trying to like hurriedly set up more accounts or something.
No, sorry. I was sat here and my Claymore clacker fell on my keyboard. And then the screen went black. I was like, "Oh, what's happened?"
So I sent them. I sent them a link to our, and I said to them, I said, "Look, I'm going to tell everyone and message everyone. And I literally sat there for 3 hours messaging everyone that was following him, or he followed, and then said, "Oh, by the way, if you want a little mention, listen to the show." So hopefully you're listening to the show, you prick. And
he's just jumped in there. Let's see.
Yeah,
the Roscoe 117. There he is. Arsehole.
But I was like, "Come and say hello." And then Drew, the fucking legend that Drew is, literally went, "Yeah, I just messaged a mate that works for the government. That account's now closed." And I went, "Oh, it is." And I was like, "I'm not messing with Drew at all." I was like, Drew is now my friend for life.
Drew will F you up.
And a couple of my friends also sent personal images, which I shall not be.
That's all right. Ray just said, I sent him pictures of dicks and dog shit. It's the only way to deal with scammers.
Did you?
By
Yes.
dicks.
Is a friend of mine sent literally a friend of mine.
It's
he
said,
he goes, no, he literally
I don't know when he got a picture of my one.
No, I don't know
He's
either.
a
That's
sneaky
what's more
bugger.
A friend of mine literally went, I just sent him 18
on my keyboard
dick
and there's all sorts of things opening. I don't know what's happening. Oh my god. Sorry.
Yeah. A friend of mine sent 18 dick pics to him before he got blocked. So I was like, that's excuse the pun, ballsy of you. And he went, "Well,
is that a bad thing to do on Instagram? Could you get banned for that? Do you think? Asking for a friend, obviously.
I don't know." And to be fair, if you're going to clone an account,
let me just ask Mark. Mark.
Yeah.
See the cupboard open. Yes.
So the one thing that is confusing me, it is widely known that airsofters have no fucking money. Like, all of us are broke. We cannot buy the things that we want. So why ask us for money? You ain't going to get any, even if we had it, because we want to buy guns.
See, I would counter that because I found the airsoft community to be very generous. So even though we don't have any money, we do look after each other. And if there is a problem, there's an awful lot of very kind people, and
so
especially
saying,
within the
NoFo
community.
We should start up some clone accounts to get money out of people. What are you saying?
No, I was just going to say that if you want to donate towards the show, we buy me a coffee.
Yeah, we do it logistically.
There it is.
We just come out and ask.
Straight for the
We don't need fake accounts. We just set one up and go, "Give us your money."
Ass motherfuckers.
But no, thank you everyone for the support, and thank you for basically harassing them for nearly 24 hours of sending them abuse and stuff. And
was it almost
as
harassing as the gentleman selling Land Rover chairs on Facebook Marketplace, and
yes,
said it's collection only.
Yeah, it got to the point where I was like,
about that. I'm not going to lie, because the guy, he's not a scammer. He's just selling chairs.
Yeah,
all I want to do is sell the chairs.
Yeah, but let's put it this way. That happened and he was just selling chairs. I turned around and went, "This guy's trying to scam people." You can imagine the stuff that was sent.
It'd just be hilarious. I'd love to have been his message board and just seen like, "Will you post to Wales? Will you post to Bristol? Will you post to Portsmouth? Will you post to Coventry?" He's like, "These have been up here for 6 months, not one bit of interest in a space of 10 minutes. Everybody wants my chairs." Oh well.
Yeah.
It's all good fun.
And if you get scammed, if you get, and I genuinely mean this, if you get a clone account set up, because it seems to be the thing at the moment, or someone tries taking your identity using your social media, let everyone know. Like, let the people know. Like, let your friends know, let your family know, let complete strangers that follow you and listen to you for an hour and a half on the YouTubes know. And people will have your back. I couldn't think of words. I was
anything.
Yeah, but if you get scammed or something,
I mean, in short, between the three of us, we will never ask you for money, either from or we'll never actually ask many people for anything, but between the three of us, either on our personal accounts, which obviously
the only thing we do ask for is someone to leave us a fucking review. And again,
if we had any reviews,
no, useless.
Not that I've seen. I will double check before the end of the show.
It's a good way to stop the scammers. Yes,
The last one was the 13th of June.
There we go then.
Leave us a review.
Question came in.
Especially about today. Leave us a review about this episode.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We could expand it out. So even if you don't want to leave us a review, leave us a nice comment. Or it doesn't have to be a nice comment. Leave us a comment of which we would want to read out. And then so it can be. It doesn't have to be nice.
God.
It can be negative, but just make it funny. Don't just like swear at us. And then
we'll choose an accent. Comments. And choose an accent.
Yeah.
I think we should show. I think we should show the aerial view of Mike's house, the new house.
No. Gavin says, "Here's a question for the NoFos. What's your favourite camo uniform for Airsoft?"
Ooh. For me, it would be DPM top, multicam / MTP bottoms, or DPM top, desert DPM bottoms. Love.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my go-to. If I had to choose a setup for the rest of my days, it would be that. Dark top, lighter bottoms.
I would go USM 81 Woodland.
Yep.
Both.
Ooh.
Top and bottom.
I
do get that there is an advantage to having dual camo. For me, I just like the consistency, I think.
I'd go M81 bottoms. And here's one. Arid multicam top.
Again, all gone vintage as well. As Stevens just said, loving the vintage. Yeah, I like it. But we're old now, aren't we? Hey, getting old.
Yeah.
Buying water.
Yeah, got water bottles and feet.
Got water bottles.
For me, it's just all the classic like US films that have got the M81 pattern in them. So it's like Rambo. You've got all the reserves and all that kind of running around in M81. It's just a cool camo pattern. Like
Heartbreak Ridge. Great movie.
Yeah. I like Woodland DPM. Just like USM 81 better, I guess. I don't know why.
No.
Yep, M81 as James said, M81 bottom, brick, MTP top. That's a good shout.
Nice. Yeah. Very nice too.
Drew, my favourite uniform is natural coloured jeggings and a black bin bag top.
Yeah. And Drew's OnlyFans account is
natural I think, Drew, is that essentially you wearing nothing on the bottom and a bin liner?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're gonna have to do some sort of like camouflage challenge at some point.
What was it last week? It was boots, a balaclava, and non-fucking surgical gloves. And now this week it's naked from the waist down and a bin liner. Like the shittest Halloween costume that your mum's forgot to get you something. You got to dress as a witch with a black bag on.
I definitely think we start rating these episodes. Like this was definitely 18 plus. Like this, that needs to be put in the title.
We need one more outfit. Then we've got 3 outfits there for the calendar. Mike's obviously going to be cooking gloves. I'll be bin liner.
Oh yeah.
We need one for Andy.
Leather apron.
A leather apron. Because Andy can't keep dressing up as the bird woman from Home Alone 2.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Yeah.
Sick of that now.
He hates that.
I genuinely hate it. Although I have got 3 shooting pigeons, like the plastic shooting pigeons.
You have a whole costume at this point. You're the only one that's really rolled with the whole costume aspect.
Yeah, I've literally got half the costume. All I need is the long greatcoat.
Maybe combine the bin bag. Yeah, maybe Mike could be gloves. I'll be bin bag, and then Andy could be a combination of the two. The transition.
Why have I got to just wear gloves?
No, you get a balaclava boots as well.
No one wants to see that.
And a leather apron.
Yeah.
There you go.
How quickly can we get a YouTube channel shut down? That's going to be the question. Isn't it?
Pretty quickly at this rate. It's going to be.
Patrick, there's only one guy who can rock that look, mate. We all know who that is. An open Hawaiian shirt and shorts. That is
yes.
Florida man.
There is that Florida man. Of course, I'm Florida man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right, Land Nav Challenge. Where would you want to review? So if you'd like us to leave us a review, you can do so on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/November Foxtrot NoFo /reviews. You can also do it on iTunes. So if you go to iTunes and find the November Foxtrot podcast, you can find us on there. That's the easiest way for me to find if you are leaving reviews. There are ways to leave reviews on a multitude of other platforms and things as well. I don't check, funnily enough, every platform all the time, every day of the night.
This is for Drew's benefit, by the way.
Yes, so please just bear in mind that if you leave it on some really obscure podcast platform, then I apologise if we don't pick that up.
There it is.
Just because it's a challenge. There. Lance, there was chat about your truck.
Oh, yes. Someone asked about your truck.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that. Because of all the highbrow conversation we've had throughout the show this evening, I've completely slipped my mind.
Well, I think Mike's trying to bring it back to
reality.
As per usual.
Yeah.
Come on, class. Let's all bring it back together now.
Right, yes. Sorry, it's mine and Andy's fault. Yeah. Yeah, because we.
Well, actually, I feel like it's mine because you had 2 pretty recent episodes, and then I turn up and I just go, "Yeah, let's screw it all up." I won't be back next week.
Yes.
You're going to talk about your truck.
We're waiting for you, mate.
Well, I sent pictures. Can you not bring the pictures up?
I can bring the pictures up. Yeah, I can find them. Hang on.
I can't remember who it was that asked about. Oh, there you go. Drew asked about the truck. 2 weeks ago, a bit of lag. Yeah, sorry about that. Have you not got any?
Well, it is a Q&A section,
no.
Which is when we bring all the questions that were asked to us.
Yeah.
Out to the public.
So Drew asked about my truck. My truck has got 4 wheels and a steering wheel. It is made by it's a Mitsubishi Shogun Sport 2.5 litre turbo diesel, and I've done a little bit of jiggery pokery in the back with some draw systems and leisure batteries, and it folds out flat to put a bed space in there and stuff like that. So I've got some pictures. So there's the back with the front seats, the back seats down, so I can get a full size double bed in there, or the mattress obviously if needed be. Single occupancy if you want to, with all your kit down one side. So yeah, plenty of space there. That's that one. That's me set up there, with a little screen and everything. Getting my head down at the last Octo event, I believe it was. Yeah, a bit of Band of Brothers on the go there. Happy days. That's that. That's the family leisure. There we go. That's the setup there. All good stuff. So one drawer on the left hand side has got my cook set up, gas cylinders, cutlery, bits and bobs like that. And then the right hand drawer is like food stores, coffee, bits and bobs like that. It's got a pull out little table which at the base of the drawer. You can pull that out so you've got a bit more storage or a bit more surface area to work with. Yeah, that's about it. I've got some more pictures on there of like the drawer system being built. Mike's showing the pictures all last about face, but there we go.
Sorry, it's just literally as they pop up on the screen.
Okay. So on the left there, while Mike's got that picture up, where that red isolator switch is, that's my power box which I built. So that's got like a fuse board behind it. It's got 12 volt. It's got fast charge. And the red, that's obviously an isolator kill switch that kills the whole system. And then behind the drawers, I've got 2 100 amp hour batteries. I've got a 100 amp hour battery behind each drawer, which equates to 200 amp hours. Now, the reason I did that is because leisure batteries won't ever let you completely get the full charge out of them. So if you got one battery, you get about 65-70% of the charge out. So I wanted 2, so I guarantee myself a full 100 amp hours of power. So I did that. It's got a split charge relay in it. So when I turn the ignition on in the truck, the relay picks up and then it starts charging the leisure batteries. When I turn the ignition off, it detects the voltage drop and then it will stop charging the leisure batteries, so I don't drain the main battery in the engine bay. So that's that. Yes, but yeah, have your battery. Yeah, that's it, mate. So split charge relay system. Look them up. They're about 80 quid for the full set. You get the cable, the relay, all the other gubbins that go with it. And like I said, it picks up once you start the car. It detects the voltage increase and that picks the relay up, starts charging the batteries. Ignition off, voltage drops below 12.3 volts, and then it cuts it out. So it's all good.
See your truck there. Go back.
Yes.
Go back one. That looks like Mike.
Literally looks like Mike.
It literally looks like Mike. Look, there you go.
Oh,
look.
there you go. That is Mike. I wonder if anyone could get that image and Photoshop Mike onto it.
Yeah.
Nice face onto that. That would be good. Love it. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
some
light
wheels.
bars and all that sort of stuff on there.
I think
That's
Mike's
not wrong.
light bar's bigger.
Maybe a bit of guidance from you as I'm thinking about doing something similar. Absolutely, Drew. Yeah, give me a shout, mate. I'll happily help out as much. I'm no expert at all. I'm no carpenter. I did the best I could with what I had at the time, but it's come out rather well. That's the old family template set up there. Then that's the start of the draw system. All very simple to do. There's anchor points in the back of the truck already, so I could bought some anchor screws to fix it all down with. Yeah. But it's such a vast backspace, you'd never fill it up like in an organised fashion. So I thought, right, I'm going to raise the floor up sort of 14 inches, put 2 whacking great drawers in there, and still have room for days for like a cool box, the dog cage thing, fucking luggage, everything can still fit in there. So, yeah.
Have you found your knife?
No, I haven't found my knife.
Yes, we're not allowed to talk about the mutt tool.
I haven't found my mutt tool, mate, and it's bugging the shit out of me because I've literally searched through every pouch and bag of where it could be.
I even put a reward on it, Andy.
I know.
There is now an open reward.
For it. I'm terrified, and I will say it, that I've accidentally not taken it out of my Warrior DCS when I sold it. And I think whoever bought it off eBay has got themselves a Leatherman mutt tool.
You just have a chat with him. Just send him a message.
I can't find the sale on my eBay page.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I don't know whether it disappears after you've sold it. It's gone and you can't contact the seller again. I don't know. But yeah, I've got a horrible feeling that if I can't find it now, that's what's happened to it. But then I don't remember selling it with pouches. I can't remember. Anyhow.
Didn't you have it? Yeah.
I can't remember, mate. I can't remember. I'm heartbroken because it was my brother-in-law's and he had it through all his army career and took it on tours and never managed to lose it in Afghanistan during a firefight. But fucking knobend here has managed to lose it not doing that. So, which is really, really heartbreaking. But there we go. Such is life. I am upset.
Maybe it would turn up like what was the other thing you lost?
Maybe Kenny's got it.
Yeah,
because he had my basher for about 9 months and didn't realise until I was helping him sort his barn / garage out. He went, "Oh, who's this?" I was like, "Oh, fucking mine, arsehole." Bought another one since then.
Yeah.
I'll have that back. Made more jungle knots for the new one I bought. It was funny, I must admit.
Right. Les asks, any plans for doing a Bravo 2-0 event?
Possibly. No comment, Your Honour. No comment. We'll see what happens.
Danny says, Danny says, have you lot got any events coming up? So
are them two in the same room together or something?
I think we might. So Andy and I are at the Battle Sim.
This weekend?
Battle Sim. Are you not going?
No.
I'm not going.
Oh, I thought you were. I'm at the Defiant Battle Sim this weekend.
I just got back from holiday. I got no fucking money.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to have gone, but I've
Is that what you're asking people on Instagram?
I've just done 2 full weekend working away, like away from home, so that would not go down well.
Yeah.
Nope. So yeah, sorry.
No.
I was supposed to actually be going and helping Kenny out with the Empire stand, but I can't even do that now. But lucky Bill there, Tactical Doodles, is going to be there helping Kenny at Empire at the Defiant event at Longmore this weekend with some cool Gucci patches and bits and bobs and artwork to be purchased. So make sure you bring plenty of money and buy things. Yes.
And have fun.
And have fun whilst buying things.
Yes.
Very important. Very important.
If I can dig all my stuff out, I will be there and I will have some NoFo stickers with me. So come say hello if you'd like some. If I don't have them.
If anyone's going this weekend and they find Mike holding using a high cap magazine, you will get.
I think I now know where all of my mid caps are.
Free sticker from Mike. So
I have found
a
load of the
what was that?
The clips?
My lucky stick.
That's my hiking stick.
It shrunk in the wash.
It down.
I whittled it away over the whole week.
Was that your walking stick? That's how much walking you did?
Yeah.
It was all a trick of perspective with the camera. That's what it was. He held it really close to the camera.
and I will give them to Mike tomorrow. I found a low handful of our Molly plastic clips.
Oh, did you?
I'm
I
still
have.
yet to get mine. I've not got mine yet.
What?
Have you not got them? I gave them to you.
I haven't got them.
You were with us.
Let's see in the box.
Like you were literally. I have photo evidence of you standing next to us, like us handing them out.
I think I've been burgled.
Turns 40, gets Alzheimer's.
I'm really starting to think I've been burgled. You know, so many things going missing.
Okay, I will.
Good.
I'll put some stuff. I'll make sure that one put aside for
Very
you.
quickly, Les also says, Lance, your Lance, your Nash moon chair. Does it have a pocket? It could be in there.
No, no, mate. I'll check it, but I don't think it. Oh, no, it has them little internal pockety bits. Yeah, I'll have a look, but I don't hold out much hope, buddy. If I'm honest.
Les might have a $5. I reckon that's where it is.
I don't know, man. It's so frustrating.
Well, no, because if Lance finds it, Lance gets the $5 technically.
Yeah, but Les told him where
I
to
can't
look.
see me finding it, mate. I really can't. I've looked.
I didn't offer a reward for information.
Systematically. The only place I haven't checked is all my carp fishing kit, which I wouldn't have taken it carp fishing with me. So I've got my own knives for that, for like my tackle box and stuff. So I've literally systematically gone through everything: bags, webbing, kit bags.
We'll have to get the Valens out and go over the woods and check that.
Oh, yeah, 'cause that worked last time trying to find my charging handle, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was a good day out.
Another old fence. Yes, I've got a lovely picture of you and my dog. Actually, it was worth it for that. Yeah,
it was good.
Yes, it was good fun.
Right, I'm conscious of the time. We've got a lot of questions now that have come in. So, LandNav Challenge, what's more important, how long an event is or how intense?
How long? Because it doesn't have to be that intense to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Well, when you mean intense, do you? Like, do you mean like constant firefights or constant?
See, I'm not really in for that. I find that a bit just like I'm fucked now. Do you know what I mean? If you're constantly A and B and just letting loose, it's just like, well, I prefer a longer event. A longer event, it's sort of like a building story. Yeah. You might get bumped at the end, you might not. This, that, and the other, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 you know.
Yeah, I prefer long. I prefer long over intense.
Longevity, I would say, for me. Well, for me, really, it's like a really good storyline and people being really immersed in the event. If I could add another option into it, as opposed to how long it is or how intense the firefights are or what it might be. But yeah, definitely how it's.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
really enjoying it and getting really in amongst it. I love seeing that.
I mean, if we did like a 2-week event and nothing happened, like you'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have some things happening, don't you?
Yeah, some things happening, but like Patrick just said, then having to really work for an objective and really getting a sense of achievement at the end of it. I think that's You can go like we've said before, Mike, and where we've had like Harry's a great example of actually diffusing a bomb or isolating something. When you have to go over there and stand next to that crate and you've diffused the bomb, well done. It's just like it's a bit empty. Do you know what I mean? Whereas then when you've actually got something tangible there that you can get in amongst it, and your team's got to be there to support you. You know, that's cool.
The classic one was when we were DEA, and we got told, right, you need to go and construct a bomb to blow that up. It's like, but with a DEA, like, why are we doing this? This makes no sense.
We don't do that. We call in UAV drones.
If anything, we go and do some paperwork.
Yeah. Bomb this place. There you go.
Don't we just as DEA? You just sort of like phone the Navy SEALs, didn't you?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we would just literally, we wouldn't be doing bombing missions. We would just be back in this location. Right, you got to stand here because you've got paperwork to fill out for 2 hours. So you have to guard the pace.
Yeah, make it really realistic.
Drink coffee.
I think it depends on the type of event that you're after, really. Which I appreciate is a very on the fence answer. But if you're going to be going to a MilSim, like a proper MilSim, for me, you want a longer event because otherwise you can't get immersed into it. You want to be having that kind of sporadic engagement. You don't want it to be constant, intense firefights because A, you're fucked. B, you don't really find that you're gaining any ground. The sites aren't big enough for constant engagements. It's not. And
from my point of view, I think a constant engagement's one of it just gets boring. It just gets boring. And when you've got like a Friday day starting event or Friday afternoon starting event, and it goes through till Sunday, and you don't get your first contact until early hours of Saturday morning, and then you get another one a couple of hours later. You know what I mean? And they're sort of spread out. Where's everyone gone? Hello?
Don't know what happened there.
I don't know.
I went as well.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I
same.
stayed here.
Whole
Hello.
thing dropped.
Maybe
We're all here. Keep going.
We're all here. So yeah, not like it's been like scripted or rehearsed, firefights, but for me, it's that sporadic firefight. That's what I like. Keeps it exciting. Keeps it fresh. Keeps you on your toes.
I like the small engagement.
You tried to take an objective, you didn't do it. Let's go back and respawn and go and take it again and go and do it and repeat and repeat. That's just fucking boring, man. Come on.
Yeah, I like the small, like patrol elements that bump into each other, and it ends up being a quick firefight. But neither of you actually want a firefight, so you end up.
Because that's not what your task is. You're not on mission. You're trying to break contact to move on to do what you're doing. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I think they're more fun.
What was that one we done, Mike? I think was you there, Andy, with us as well when we stumbled across that mortar team at Longmoor.
Oh yeah, that was a.
No, I wasn't.
That was. Do you know what? That was probably the last Legion event. That's probably their last one. Mike, big Mike, you're the man.
Yeah.
And all these lads as well. But yeah, so we patrolled. We did that was the IED threat that we sort of got checked by the EOD team. Come along, kicked a bucket. Yeah, it's all right. That's just a bucket. Cheers, mate. Nice one.
Transit van.
Very professionally done. Yeah, cheers. Right, so we sort of took a big dog leg out at the back of the village, over the back of the railway line, down through the sort of like the moor area, if you like, and then into the wood block. And just stumbled across a couple of dudes with an 81mm mortar tube and like a crate of rounds. It was like, sort of in the back of my mind, I sort of knew that they were setting up for a later thing, but because we'd seen them, we had to sort of approach it in a way that it had to be approached. So they were just sort of like, yeah, you're fucked. So you're coming with us. Marched them through the front gates of the farm, and then Big Mike sort of stood there just like... And you can see the guy with the ginger beard just walking into the ops room with Mike, just like, oh, for fuck's sake, I didn't know they were coming down there. We were like, yeah, high five, we're great. So yeah, things like that make an event for me. Sporadic, not scripted, just little chance things that happen. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I was trying to get to.
See, I must profess, I would love to do a proper battle. And by that I mean, for example, like
so you can wear your new helmet sort of battle, or
yeah. So we're all in lines wearing red coats. They're all wearing blue.
No, but for example, if you've got you need the ground and the numbers to be able to do it. But for example, if you had a moving front line that you are, attacking, you're assaulting, you're kind of pulling back. It's very actually, very. What would I say? It's very representative of what's going on at the moment. So I'm not suggesting for in any way that we play like a Russian-Ukraine type event, because I don't think that's probably the time for it at the moment. But what I'm suggesting is if you've got a site like Ground Zero, Airsoft. So obviously in the UK, Ground Zero Airsoft is where they have the National Airsoft Festival. It is a massive, massive site. You can have 3,000 players there, and you are not on top of each other. You have the ability to have 100-man, woman, people sections moving into an area. And I think that would be cool, because if you had the ability, like you're running supply lines and things like that, you can put small taskings in, like we've got a 4-man element in there to disrupt their MSR. It actually makes sense then. You have a battlefield type
essentially
scenario.
A ground war sort of thing.
Yeah. And I think that would be interesting. So from an intensity point of view,
I think it would. I think it'd be.
That would balance it out, but you can't do that with small numbers and small sites.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think you'd struggle to get that amount of people in the UK alone for that sort of style of event. As many MilSim players as there are, I think you probably would get the numbers. I think whether you'd get them, I don't want to sound like an arsehole here, but the right type of people who are signing up for it. Because we've been to events where people have come along and gone, this is really not what I thought it was going to be, and not enjoyed it and stuff like that. So, and that's harking back to always making sure you read the brief and fully understand what the event is that you're signing up to do. Because there's been probably nearly all the events that I've ever been to over the years of MilSim, there's always been 1, 2, 3, 4 people have gone, well, fucking, I didn't know it was going to be like this. Oh, this is shit. I didn't know it was going to be like this. So what everybody else did. That's why they signed up to it. So you can't use that as an excuse. I didn't know it was going to be like this because there's been information put everywhere. So that's the only place I can sort of see that sort of thing coming unstuck is getting the right people and the right amount of people into it. But it would be great. It would be very cool.
The one thing that I
wouldn't like to run that, but it would be very cool to do it.
Yeah,
It'd be chaotic.
Be on a site where you actually have to work with like proper map coordinates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Instead of going, oh yeah, I've just made my own grid of like 6 grids. And you go, okay, and it's over in this grid here, and you go, okay, well I can see that from here, so I'll just wander over there.
And that's the trouble. But then
having somewhere where they give you, where they literally give you like proper longitude and latitude coordinates.
But that's the thing, you need the
be
space
slightly
to do
wrong.
that.
That could be slightly wrong, so you have to go out there and be like, right, okay, well it's not here, but they've told us that there's a building here.
But then again, you've got
find
ground zero, or it's the only other place is going to be military training grounds. Is securing that from an MOD
Well, that's the thing.
site.
Ground zero is bigger than Longbourn.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Obviously, not the whole of Longbourn, but I mean in terms of the Fibula.
Yeah, the UTC
kind of area
bit
that you can use.
Yeah.
And I mean, even Longbourn, you can't have a super intense conflict at Longbourn because you are just fighting in the same buildings the whole. You'd be doing that for the whole weekend, which would just. It gets repetitive. It's just like, all right, I've captured that building now. I'm hit. I'm out. I'm going to go sit out for half hour. I'll come back in. Whereas if you had the capability to have, a proper large section force assault, I mean, there's valleys there. You've got to bed in, right? We're going to move over there and camp in. That's going to be our fob. We need to have outposts, and you need to have proper outposts all the way around because it's a massive site. Yeah. That's what I'd like to do. I mean, for me, the intensity's fine, but it needs to be the right sort of intensity. Just and a really good example of this is AI 500 because AI 500 is effectively a weekend event that's very high intensity the whole time, and it's just chaotic. And you find that if one side gets pushed up too far, then they can't just have one team basically being spawn camped or in their
I went to one AI 500 event and I thought it was fucking awful.
Yeah. I've been to 2 and I will never go back.
I've been to 3 and we'll go if it depends on the right location.
The only one that I will do is if they get a cruise ship or an aircraft carrier.
All inclusive.
No, I just mean I don't get
Disney cruises.
Yeah. If they literally get a cruise ship that you can fight over for the entire day, then I'm there. If they get an aircraft carrier
with an open bar and restaurant and working swimming pool,
So this is funnily enough something that I have talked about with somebody before as well. But MilSim events companies at Ground Zero, each company being its own faction and fighting against others with with everyone having their own storyline.
Oh right, so like Defiant having a team,
yeah,
Terry Little having a team like Black Mountain and all that lot. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. That could be work.
That'd be fun.
Like an
NoFo team just running around going.
Well, we're sort of like we're sort of like the binding web of all these companies. So we'd have to be like sort of like the hired guns. We just like chill out in the middle, smoke cigarettes, drink cheap whiskey.
Oh, I just think it would be cool if you had like a proper like side versus side. You've got a front line. If you're not careful, you can get left behind the front line, and then you've got like not
incursions behind enemy lines.
You've got incursions. You've got to sneak teams through. You've got supply routes that you could deal with. You've got prisoner extractions. You've got stuff like that going on. Drone surveillance and stuff flying over to kind of keep
all blown artillery strikes. Could you imagine the amount of mortars we could bring to the table?
NoFo just teabagging. That's it.
Yeah.
Teabagging and tea-towels, baby.
That needs to be a sticker.
NoFo just
teabagging.
Can we have the NoFo in a Nike tick? NoFo just teabagging.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
I'll have a think about.
We'll change. We'll make the tick look not quite like a Nike tick, but they'll get the idea.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, copyright. We'll do it the other way around.
We could do it like your boot dryer, perhaps.
Yeah. There we go. Anything if you're brave enough.
Absolutely.
Drew says, Mike, this weekend, what side are you on? I'm on the tan team. There you go. I won't lie.
Is that Spearhead?
It is Spearhead. I am vastly underprepared for this weekend, having not known where a lot of my things are for a very long time, and I still don't. So that'll be fun. We'll have to wait and see how that goes.
You've got plenty of time, sir.
Yeah. If you need to bring anything down tomorrow, let me know, because all my stuff is just basically laid out.
Have I got all? Can I just check? Have I got all my stuff from you two now? Because I know that at certain points I was just randomly moving bits of kit around.
Unless you've changed weapon.
I've not got anything that belongs to you here. Apart from my heart.
I gave your gun back because you begged for it.
Drew says, "How about an E&E event, Hunters and Runners?" Drew, I will point you towards Les's previous comment above in the chat if you can find that, sir, and just chew on that goodness for a little while.
Yeah,
and we'll come back to you.
I've also I haven't broached this with the two of you yet, but I've got some quite interesting ideas for a follow-up to Op Phoenix. I would like to discuss with the two of you.
We need to discuss pre or post, don't we?
Yes. Well, I've got a post idea that I think will work quite well.
The guns are looking very good, by the way. I walk past them all the time and just think, it's so good. It's so good.
Have we made them firing yet?
They can be fired. They can be fired. I need to put the breech in there so you can drop the 38mm mortar tubes in. So the idea being that the base plate of the 38mm mortar would sit into the breech. You drop your round in and let go of it, and it just fall into the main barrel. And then
nice.
Hasta la Wega, baby.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm just a bit concerned whether the actual barrel itself will explode. So
we'd have to make sure that there's no no birds have made a nest in the end.
I think I'll do that one on my own.
You fire the first one and a head shock just goes.
Yeah, I'll have Kenny on standby with like a bucket of water or something, just so it looks sort of a little bit safe.
And Les there with his big
orange
big first aid bag,
lab coat on, obviously fire retardant and shrapnel retardant. So lab coat.
Yes, those lab coats are indestructible.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'll have that on. Yeah, might be a funny little video. I've got some rounds spare here, so I might take the tube over there. I won't take the dog though, because he'll probably have a fucking heart attack.
Or run after it. Bring it back. Look what I got.
No, it's a delayed fuse, you prat.
Right. Last few questions. James says VFC MP5 versus the TM SD6 NGRS. Any pros and cons I should be aware of when buying an MP5?
I've not owned either. I have owned the Cyma MP5 Blue Edition, which I can highly recommend. Fab bit of kit. And I did own a Umarex MP5A3. Again, very good. No gas blowback to it.
The Umarex one is good.
Both AEGs. So yeah, I couldn't comment on them, mate. I don't know about Mike and Andy, but for me, the Cyma Blue Edition. But I think they're quite hard to get hold of now because they've been out for a couple of years. But whether they stopped doing them, I don't know. But yeah, I do recommend the Cyma Blue Edition. It's a good bit of kit out of the box.
To be honest,
go on.
To be honest, I'm not a particularly big fan of MP5s. I like the look of them.
It's nearly as bad as saying
that's
that Tiger Stripe.
That's that Tiger Stripe. That's what happens if you like Tiger Stripe. Don't like MP5s.
But in my opinion, VFC and TM are both very good brands.
Of course, yeah.
I think there's more upgrades available for the TM now that it's been out a little while. Personally, I'd just go gas blowback.
That's all she said. With a 203 launcher underneath it.
Yeah.
The two MP5s that I've owned, I have a MP5 WE. It's the MP5K by WE, which is gas blowback, and I purely got it because I love MP5s. I grew up on GoldenEye and all of that lovely stuff, and having the little
dual wheel GoldenEye.
Yeah, I just think the MP5K is just a cool little gun, basically. The other one I've got is a Boneyard TM AEG, which has never worked, and I am in the very long-term plan strategy of trying to get that working, because I would like to try and have that going at some point.
You could just send it to Giuseppe.
I could do, but I actually want to do that one myself. and see what I can come up with. But basically, what I would say is the difference between the MP5 and the SD6. So the SD6 has obviously the big rounded handguard, doesn't it? Like all of that. And I don't think, from memory, and by all means correct me, you can't do a lot with that. That's the look of that rifle.
Mm.
If you want something that you can play around with, you can add a swordfish kit. You can go down the route of changing the foregrip to you've got the integrated torch. You can obviously adapt the stock on both. So to me, if I was going to go down the route of that, if that was that question, I'd probably go the MP5 as opposed to the SD6, purely on the basis that you've got more scope to adapt the look of that rifle in the future. I can't comment on the actual internal workings. And ultimately, let's be fair, the internal workings you can change anyway. The aesthetics on the outside, if you can't change it, that's obviously one thing you can't do. So
One
just
thing
from
I did
the
do
basis.
with my Umarex MP5 was it was front wired, and I had that changed, and I bought an aftermarket solid stock for the rear, just for battery capacity. And then I changed the front handguard to a Picatinny rail mount on 3 sides, so left and right and underside, just for adding furniture and that to it. Because it did have like the normal standard smooth MP5 look. It was a standard looking MP5 crane, retractable stock. So I did change all those gubbins, and it was good. It was good. Good bit of kit. Good bit.
I do like the swordfish look on an MP5. It's very what's the film? The one with the Elysium. It's very Elysium-esque.
Yeah.
As a
I've seen someone turn a MP5 into a Space Marines machine pistol. Like Warhammer.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of that popping up now.
Printed a 3D kit for it. I mean, it does look fucking epic, with like the little chainsaw-y thing underneath it, or whatever. It might be a pulse rifle, or I don't know, Christ knows. But yeah, that looked very cool. So yeah, all good fun, bit of cosplay. Love that.
Cool. I think that's probably the end of the show, to be fair. So Stephen Whitehead asked if there'll be NoFo oven mitts. That's something we could look into, certainly.
Certainly replace the first pair we get in. We'll certainly be sending in to Silly Gilly.
Yeah.
Here you go.
We do need to at some point have our little cob meeting between the three of us to establish kind of what we want to do for 2025. Because that's obviously imminent. There's things like our charity episodes we need to think about planning.
There's Christmas
charities we want to support. There's the charity episode. The Christmas episode. There's merch that we've talked about. We want to hit 2025 running with some merch and bits and pieces.
For years. We've talked about merch.
I will go on record now and say that November Foxtrot will have merchandise for people to purchase in 2025.
Hang on, right, to clarify, we have had merchandise.
Quarter of 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have had merchandise. We've had the bandages, the patches, and sticker packs that we've had so far. So we are not
hats, hoodies,
merchandise
t-shirts,
free.
T-towels, shemags.
But we are going to get onto it.
Apparel.
Yeah. Apparel.
Yes.
That's what we want.
Apparel. Apparel. Yeah, I don't know how it's pronounced.
Hoodies.
If you want to,
we will have hoodies. Clothes, yeah.
Right.
Maybe
if you
watches.
Want to get in touch with the show, you can do so on our email at nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is at November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and the website is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. You can also contact us on our own individual Instagrams at 9volt Airsoft, myself at callsign_quartermaster for Andy, and at the _Punish_1_ for Lance.
Yo.
Condoms. We should do condoms.
We spoke about this, about having the old fox.
Yeah, with our faces on. No, I reckon our faces. Like that.
I don't know.
Next week we're going to be doing a little bit of a debrief of the Defiant Battle Sim. And we will no doubt be talking about some other bits and pieces as well.
Yes.
that will probably get thrown up as part of that. Yeah,
actually,
I think the majority of the conversation will probably start with the Defiant event, and then we'll be drifting onto.
We never did a debrief after you two guys attended the JBG event that I couldn't go to.
Oh yeah, I didn't go either.
What do you mean you didn't go?
I didn't go.
You didn't go.
Literally shit the fan.
And I only went to one day because I was horrifically ill, so it's probably not the best one to do a debrief.
Oh, right. Well, we definitely have to.
It was a really good event, though. To be fair,
if I had gone, I wouldn't be here now.
Will you ship apparel to New Zealand?
Yes, we will.
Yes. But you pay postage.
There we go. Okay.
Because we're not made of money. Or I'll go on holiday there next year.
Yeah, pay for my flights out there, brother, and I will bring you.
Can we pay for it through DPM? We can do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, we could. I tell you what, we could go to New Zealand and we could run an event with James
and buy our own airplane to fly there.
James, I apologise. I will come back to your message as well.
It's all right. Me and Lance have sorted it out.
Yeah, cool.
What are we talking about?
James was the one that was organised. Wants some help looking at sorting out MilSims.
I haven't seen this message. What are you talking about?
New Zealand. All right, maybe it was just me.
Yeah, it's just you.
I've sorted it out.
With
and I was on holiday. I was miles away.
What is
Who would like the closing words?
It's going to be fucking not shown up for us because it's been read.
No, I always mark when I read it. When I read it, I always mark it as unread.
Where did it come from?
James.
Where to? Facebook?
I'll have the closing words.
Instagram.
No,
Airsoft,
on the Facebook.
Airsoft MilSim is often described as herding cats.
What's he saying?
And if the last 5 minutes of this show has anything to go by, it's very much the same as that.
What are we going on
James
about?
said NoFo MilSim in New Zealand's 2026.
Yes, 2025.
Yeah. Right. We shall see you all next week. Have an excellent week. Say goodbye, guys.
Who's got the closing words?
I did the closing words.
You fucking brat.
We'll see you
Go
later.
back to America.
I know.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao. Bye. Stay NoFo. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Even through the intro, because you cut me off. Wow. Thank you.
November Foxtrot.